Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I am a third year foundation phase student, and today we are going to talk about how to register for SACE, what SACE is, all of that fun stuff. So I have all my notes here. I did direct research on the SACE website. There is a lot more to it, so I would definitely recommend going to read up about it before registering, but I do hope that this gives you a little bit more insight of what SACE is. So SACE stands for the South African Council of Educators, and every educator needs to register with SACE before they can be appointed for a teaching post. So we will get into this a little bit later. There is a bit more information of it, but you as a student teacher need a SACE number to apply for a job so that that school can appoint you in that position. And you also need a SACE number to be a teacher, to get a job as a teacher. No person is allowed to, even if you are a substitute teacher, you need a SACE number. So if you're planning to go teach at a school anywhere of any kind, this counts for university, it counts for primary school, not primary school, for the creches and everything. Everyone needs a SACE number. And these SACE numbers obviously go according to your level of NQF level, but you can read all about that. That is also on the SACE website. To have a SACE number, you must apply to register for SACE, if that makes sense. It kind of makes sense, but doesn't make sense. You have to apply to register, and you need to fill out application forms to register for a SACE number. Maybe that makes more sense if I put it like that. So if you want a SACE number, you have to apply to register for a SACE number. And when you do that, you need to hand in, you need to give in certified copies of your ID and your level of qualification. So now obviously for a student teacher that looks a bit different because we don't have our qualifications yet. And when you are looking for a job at the end of fourth year, you would obviously need to apply for a SACE number so that you can be appointed in that position, as we have just discussed. But what they then want is your proof of registration that you are studying and the year that you are studying and all of that. But that also, it all says on the SACE website. You'll realize that the SACE website is very clear. They tell you exactly what you need. So I'm not going to give all the detail because it was really a lot, but these are just the basics that we need to know. And then of course we need to pay a fee. So as far as I understand, to get your SACE number as a South African citizen, you need to pay 200 Rand. And if you are a foreigner that is coming to teach in South Africa, your SACE number will cost you 400 Rand. So for registration for your SACE number, you also need to disclose any previous disciplinary hearings at any other previous employer, any other misconducts, as well as your police clearance, but that is something that they can see through your police clearance. So the criteria for registration is, let's just read what it says here. The criteria for registration: an educator who applies to register for council must, number one, satisfy the ethical standards contemplating in the Code of Professional Ethics for Educators, which is something that you'll learn about when doing your degree. You learn all about the ethics and blah, blah, blah. We have to obviously know laws as well. And number two, they must obtain post-matriculation teaching education qualification of at least 3 years or a 2-year certificate in teaching education for pre-primary phase. So if you are studying pre-primary and you are wanting to go apply for a job, you need a SACE number. So there are also a lot of other things, that you need to go read about. Provisional registrations, because remember, when you are a student, you need to be provisionally registered. That's the word. You need to be provisionally registered because obviously we don't have our qualification yet. So it says that the council may provisionally register a person who does not qualify for what I previously stated. students in their final year of qualification contemplated in clause 3.1.2 may apply for provisional registration with the council. So this is exactly what Dorian did. He went for his provisional registration, which is, he is in his final year and he's currently looking for jobs. And every single job advertised, ad or whatever we've seen all over in the newspaper, on Instagram, everywhere, or from the school itself, every requirement, every single job requirement is a SACE number. So that's why they say if you're in final year, you can go get your SACE number. So at the very end of all of this information that I really recommend that you go read, but it is a lot and it's a lot about laws and a little bit boring, but definitely go read it because it is something that you need to know. At the very end, it will tell you, I've actually printed it out on this little piece of paper, you can't see that, but it says download the forms. There's a SACE application form, which if you are final year or qualified already, you fill in that one. And then there's also a form for unqualified person to be appointed in an educator post. That is someone who is not qualified, as it states there, that is looking for an education post, or it could be a substitute. I'm not 100% sure about how that works, but I know SACE has a lot more information on their website. It's fairly easy to navigate. SACE numbers can take up to 8 weeks to come, so I definitely would recommend doing that early enough. If you are looking for a job, all the best. I know that this process can be quite daunting, but you will get there, and the best of luck. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!